checking in with another tea and things. Always chilling with my home girl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday, and we're here with
What we here
not
with, girl?
as good news as
Oh
normally
Lord, well,
the world, but
how
we're
it
here,
is.
and you guys are here with us.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get us into some celebrity news, and we do have some good stuff going on. Okay, so I'm getting right, y'all. Sorry. All right,
We're together now. Sorry.
so I would like to start with congratulating um, Escape, which they have worked so hard for, just everything that they have gotten over their career. But the Soul Train Awards has decided to give them the Lady of Soul Award.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing.
It's funny because I didn't realize how many hits they had until they did the verses with SWV.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And so as they were singing, I was like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that song. I was like, dang, they actually had a lot of songs that I totally forgot about.
Yeah. Well, I went to a concert and they opened up the show. And we were just jamming. I was like, keep Escape on.
Right.
Screw the headliner.
And the thing is, like, I forgot how good Tiny could sing.
Yeah.
I was like, no,
Tiny. They've been in R&B for nearly 3 decades.
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember when they first came out with Just Kick It. Remember that song? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet.
I love that song.
When they came out with that song, I remember I had a best friend and her sister had a Mustang. And that's the first time I heard it on the radio. I was like, what is this? Oh my goodness, I love this song. I was like, turn it up, Kim, turn it up.
Yeah, they have a lot of hits. And you just ride to the radio or whatever, or you pop in your music, whatever. And, play your music off your phone, whatever. But I didn't realize until I went to that concert. I was like, oh. I mean, I was jamming. They kept me on my feet. And then T.I. even came out and did a little set with them. It was rocking. I was like, sure. The headline.
Right. Keep T.I. out there. That's my boy. I love me some T.I. child.
Yes. We love T.I. He's a good ATL representative.
Yes.
Now
he is, Lord, after his road to redemption.
And he has done a road to redemption that he has. All right. So I have been extremely torn since the news on yesterday with Takeoff. Extremely torn. So I didn't get us a whole lot of celebrity news today, guys, because I do want to take a moment of silence and pay our respect and condolences for his family, friends, everything. Like, oh my God, I've watched them grow from the beginning of their career. I've interviewed them. I've done a cover story on them. I see them at the Hawks games all the time. So it was very touching to me. And then every time we turn on the news, it's just gun violence. Yeah. And I'm about over it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that too many of our young people are passing to senseless violence, and it seems like there's no way out of it. Like, it feels hopeless.
And it's really, really sad. And those that don't know, I'm sure everybody does know that Takeoff from Amigos, they were in Houston, and there's so many stories going around. Oh my God, I got like 50 stories today, and I'm like,
yeah.
Until I know the true story.
Right.
Instead of everybody piecing and putting it all together.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna share. Y'all could go to social media and
but
piece it up. But we do know that he died.
Yeah.
and was shot in Houston. And that's super sad. Super sad.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, in situations like this, there's the what's, the whys, the hows, the, you know, disbelief, and it's it's just getting to the point where you're like, is there no end?
It's
Is,
scary.
you don't even want to bring any additional children into this world knowing how crazy it is.
It is super scary. And
Especially black boys, our black men.
these artists, they just keep getting murdered, like one after the other after the other. I don't even know what the count is up to about right now for the year. Just this year, it's a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's extremely sad, extremely sad, and just hurtful. And to see people climbing in their career and their life is just taken. I'll tell you one thing, and Shantae know who this person is, but I ain't gonna put their business all out there. But I ran into a friend of mine the other day. Well, not the other day, I'm sorry, a couple of weeks ago. And he is certainly a celebrity. And he is certainly in music. And when I gave him a hug, I was like, damn, he got on a bulletproof vest. And you know what? Under his clothes. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
If I was in the industry, I would certainly be wearing mine. And it would probably be over my clothes.
Right.
Letting you know I got a little protection on me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's really unfortunate. The precautions that people have to go through, really, just to kind of make sure that they are protected. I mean, who would have thought that you couldn't even leave the house these days without some type of bulletproof vest, some type of gun to protect yourself, some type of, I understand why, artists are like, hey, I'm so paranoid and I need like 5-6 people around me just to even walk through the streets. Like, I understand.
Yeah.
It's scary. You can't even just chill.
I mean, gosh, we just, I feel like every time we come on, every Wednesday, condolences. It's just one after the other, after the other, after the other. It's just super, super sad.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like, and not to really change the subject, but to kind of piggyback, Nancy Pelosi, who's the Speaker of the House.
Right.
Her husband got shot too. He didn't die, but he got shot. Somebody broke into their house, shot him.
Yeah.
Or well, they didn't. No, he didn't get shot. I'm sorry. He got hit in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
The man was like, he was going for broke. He's like, hey, listen, this is a suicide mission. So if I can't get her, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, people are crazy.
So, it's not just in the entertainment world. These people are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
They done lost their minds, really.
Are crazy. So, which is going to lead us into our topic of the night. And we definitely want you guys to join in. We are going to speak tonight about coping with grief, because we're always grieving.
Yeah.
And everybody grieve in a different way, and not in a way that you think they should be grieving. Because I've heard people say, oh, it's going to be okay, this and that, blah, 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 whatever. Everybody grieve in their own way.
Yeah. I distinctly remember having a friend that was very close to me, and they passed away, and we had a bunch of mutual friends, right? And so one of the friends, every time I would speak to them, they would speak about this person like they were the only person that knew them, right? And I'm sure that was just their way of just like coping with the situation.
Right.
But I remember every single time it would make me so angry every time I would talk to that person. Like, it would literally make me be like, you don't know them any better than I know. Like, it would really like make me mad. But I don't even know why I was mad. I think I was mad because I was just grieving. But like, that is like a real thing.
And I think for me, I mean, we know that I have like grieved. I mean, I've literally,
Especially losing your mom and your
I've
dad.
lost someone in every category
Yeah.
that there is. I have lost
The love of your life.
the love of my life. I have lost both of my parents. I have lost a best friend. I have literally grieved in every category there is.
Ooh,
I
girl.
know. So,
Let me fan your eyes,
I
my
know,
goodness.
right? So for me, it has just been, ugh, it's it's the support for me. So I don't go to social media for support. I have
Right.
real friends,
Right.
okay, that have supported me, and and real family. I'm sorry, my family as well, that have come to me, flown to me. I've flown to them, that we have like physically held each other and supported in
Mm-hmm.
every way that we could, And for me, I just let people get it out. And, God, and I do want to mention this too. God bless my goddaughter. She's only 27 years old. Okay. This is her first real loss of a
Mm-hmm.
best friend. Her best friend just passed away, not to gun violence, thank God, medical issues. But and I ask y'all to pray for her family too. She's from New Orleans. Her name is Fee. Very wonderful, beautiful girl, three beautiful children. So it's horrible. But my goddaughter, it's gonna make me cry. The only way I know how to be there for her is just to let her talk to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't, because for me, I'm not going to really tell you it's going to be okay. I can tell you time heals wounds because I've had wounds, but
Yeah.
it's not going to be okay. It sucks to lose somebody that you love and used to talking to every single day. I mean, I'm extremely close with my sister. Thank God, because my older sister, well, I have a younger sister and a brother too. I'm close with them. But my older sister, so we're able to cope together about our
Yeah.
parents because we kind of understand.
Yeah.
And that helps me get through.
Yeah. Um, when I lost my friend, I found that I didn't really want to talk about it that much. Um, I wanted to be around friends who knew them, but I didn't want to compare stories. Like,
Right.
that was just, I don't know, it was just something that, like, it would tear me up to like do it. It would, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to reminisce. I didn't want to do any of that. And to this day, I still really don't. Like, every now and then I might be able to say, "Oh, such and such used to do that. Oh, that's so funny." But very rarely, like very rarely, like I can't really talk about it still.
And that's good. I think you have to let people grieve in their own way,
Yeah.
and it sucks because I've seen people say, oh my God, I'm grieving. I need to move on for my kids. And I get it, but you have to get it out and grieve in your own way. And I think people have to respect you and let you grieve in your own way. And then the other side of that, people need to respect people's family and let their
Yeah.
family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's probably really hard right now for this young man, take off family, to go to the social media and read all the stories. When I lost my significant other, it hit social media hard, and all the stories and people that he wasn't even speaking to at the time of death wanted to get up and make a speech. And I'm like, what the?
Right.
I'm like, but I was grieving, so I just let it all go on, which I shouldn't have allowed that circus to go on, but I wasn't strong enough to not. So I think that
So
you got to respect people's families as well.
let me ask you, how do you feel about the people who don't even know, like never knew the person, and but they want to be like, oh, I'm gonna miss them so much. Like that also bothers me when people, when too many, like when Prince died. Now y'all know that's my man right there, Prince. That's my man.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I never put RIP Prince on social media, and it
Well, I
was,
think that's okay.
I like
Because
it just
as a
didn't feel
fan,
right. Like it
but as
didn't.
a fan, like I was a fan of Tupac and it broke me when he passed.
And I was sad.
And
Like,
that's why these people are your fans. You know, some fans, like, they grow up, like, listening to their artists, like, you know, like, studying their artists. Like, I mean, I think it's okay as a fan.
for them to
Now, I
just
don't
go
think
on
it's,
and on and on about it.
yeah, because everybody grieve in different ways. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
And I think
guess.
even if you don't know a person, if you followed their career
You
and
feel
they're
like you
your,
know them. You feel like you
and
know
they're your, you watch the shows and interviews and this and that and blah blah blah, you know,
you kind of feel like you know
you
'em.
followed their career. And for fans, like,
Yeah,
that's how you
I,
supported them.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it just felt not genuine. That's how it felt to me. Like it wasn't genuine. Like I did listen to the music over and over and over again. I would listen to it in the car. You know, I couldn't watch the movie for a minute because everybody knows, who knows me personally, that Purple Rain is like my all-time favorite movie. I might just go watch it after I get off line because I hadn't seen it in a while. So I'm definitely due for a Prince dose.
Yeah, so it would be okay to put R.I.P. Prince. That's like, to me, I mean, this is me, guys. To me, it's like a sign of respect. Like,
Oh, okay.
you
Okay, I
know,
could see
rest in
that.
peace or whatever. Oh, Lulu, I do want to say thank you. She said she's sorry. I have learned to bury myself in work on my healing path. Okay. And yeah, Shantae, I agree with Lulu. You said you go on and on about Will Smith and he only slapped somebody in the face.
Well, I go on about him because I'm genuinely hurt about his
Behavior. Because
behavior,
we've always looked at
because I've
him.
always loved Will Smith. I always appreciated and respected what he did with his craft and to get to where he was and transform from kind of this goofy kind of individual who kind of stumbled upon an opportunity and really changed that opportunity into a life-changing situation, and he had so many people looking up to him, and for him to do something like that, I'm just so hurt and disappointed. That's the reason why I keep talking about him.
Right.
Because I ain't over it yet, and we are still not friends until at least spring of 2023. At least.
Spring of 2023.
At least.
But I do think, out of respect, you should respect people's family, respect people's boundaries. Like, people need to understand everybody grieve differently. You know, I've had people tell me how they feel like I should grieve and how, oh, you should have taken more days off of work. That's not the thing for me, you know? But it could work for somebody else. I need to bury myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Lulu. Yeah, you can see how someone would be hurt by someone's death. Absolutely. I mean, I have Janet, Lord, I've never met Janet, but I would be RIP and all over. I would probably drop some tears. I have followed that lady since she was Penny, getting burned with the iron.
Lord, getting burned with the iron. Lord, help us.
Yeah. I have followed her. I love her career. I love her story. I, mourned for her when she lost her brother. Like, absolutely. Yeah. And I've never met Jada in person.
I know.
Although, shockingly, when I lived in Buckhead, she lived across the street in the penthouse. But I never saw her.
You're like, binoculars. Just kidding.
Better teach me some of the moves, girl.
Binoculars.
I mean, and Chris Brown is another one. I mean, I would, oh my God.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I like
so
Chris
now,
Brown.
you see it now.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
And
that.
I
I ain't
think out
gonna
of
put,
respect.
but you know, again, I'm probably not gonna put R.I.P. up there. Just
That just
because,
means rest in peace.
yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think it's just a little more personal for me. And yes, and I'm not taking anything from anybody who's doing it. I just can't do it. You ain't gonna find it on my social media.
Yeah, well,
I feel like if I can't reach out to you on the phone and like give my sympathies to your family, I don't know. It's just, that's just my opinion.
right, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's why I say everybody has to
But,
do it in their own way. But there's no right or wrong.
And that's correct. So my
you
question
can't judge
is,
people on how they do grieve.
how do you help that close friend who may be grieving, you know? Because I've had a lot of friends recently who've lost their husbands, who've lost, you know, parents, and it's a very fine line because you really don't know what to say. Like, it's like, oh, I'm sending my condolences, but that just feels so cliche.
No.
I mean, I normally would just try to say, you know, hey, do you want to talk today? Or, you know, hey, sending a hug if you wanna talk, or you know, I just try to say something to let them know that I'm here for you without like totally invading their space.
Right.
You know, because it's kind of like I had a friend and her mother died suddenly. Like they had no clue. And they just woke up and she was not alive anymore. And then I had another friend whose husband got sick and 6 months later passed. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, you know, it's really, yeah, Zuri, I agree. Listening and being supportive is definitely
Absolutely.
um
And I think that like for my goddaughter, because like I said, she's only 27. This is her first lost, and she lost her best friend, like a sister. Like, I call her and I just say, hey, I'm just checking on you.
that's a good
Hey, I love you. Hey, if you need somebody to talk to, because we're all so caught up in social media and you have millions of friends, but then when real stuff happen, sometimes it's good to have people in the physical, and I say, hey, I'm here to listen. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you.
Or listen, I'm just here to sit with you if you don't want to say nothing at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I remember that's what I used to tell my friend, and we would sit on the phone and say nothing.
Absolutely.
And all you hear is the keyboard, me typing and her typing. And we just both be typing, doing work. And she didn't say nothing, but she just like sat on the phone, and then she'd be like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I'm about to go.
Yeah. And I will, from my experiences, I mean, of course, people want to come and support, and the circus is great, but it's the kind of the aftermath, it's the people that.
Right. It's like the 2 months later.
Yeah, that stay by you. And, and that was one of the things when Nene lost her husband, she said a couple of months after, like, it got lonely in the house, and I kind of was feeling where she was coming from, and just that genuine love and constantly checking on people. And then as the years go by and the wounds start to
Heal a
heal,
little
then
bit.
you can talk about these times that we reminisce,
Yeah.
like all the times that we reminisce, Miss Deb and I, we have a restaurant that we like to go to. And it's not even an expensive restaurant. And I would always say, oh my God, remember how we would always get Snoop, that's what she calls her youngest son that passed away, KO. We would always bring him to go from this restaurant, you know what I mean? So now when we go eat, we just kind of reminisce about the times that we would just always sneak and go out to eat and then bring the food back to the house.
Oh my goodness.
for the boys, but it's fun now, we can smile about it, but during those times, I just would say, I don't know what to say. I love your son. I love you guys. You're my family, and I'm just here. Like I don't know what to say because I never lost a child, so I wouldn't even know where to begin. But I'm here.
Yeah, and I think just being there definitely does make a difference. I know that one thing that I feel like I wish I had done back when my friend had passed, they had a significant other, and I wish that I had reached out to them a little bit more because they probably could have really used it. And then so much time passed, I actually became embarrassed that I didn't call. And so I didn't know what to do or say. And I remember having a conversation with another friend of ours and just saying, I wish that I could call them because I feel like I didn't treat the situation how I should have, but I was grieving too. And so it's kind of like, okay, I wish you woulda, shoulda, coulda. I mean, I think even if I had just sent like a text or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just think that when it's a time of grief, that's why everybody grieve in different ways. You can't feel bad about the way you grieve and how you didn't react because even though maybe somebody's wife or a cousin or a husband or whatever, or co-worker or whatever, your relationship with them is different from the relationship they have. And if it's your friend, it's just a different relationship.
Yeah, that's
true. And you still lost a friend and you have to grieve in your way.
That's true. That's true. I just wish I could have done a little bit more.
Never wish that. Never wish that. And it's never too late to reach out, and just be like,
that's true.
I've had people say, hey, I know you lost such and such, such and such, such and such, but I was in my own way. But we are going to go into our 5-minute/2-minute tip of the day, and it's going to be an easy one and a free one. And I got one for you guys.
Okay.
And all I will say, which costs us nothing but the phone bill, is people that you just haven't talked to or family or whatever. If the beef is easy enough to squash, just squash it. As we can see, week by week, life is extremely short.
Man, jeez.
Extremely short.
Yeah. Don't let it go on forever. Don't let it go on forever because there's like literally nothing in this world, with the exception of killing that, you can't get over.
Well, we're going to let Shantae close us out.
Oh, Lord. So, again, we really appreciate everybody checking in, tuning in, all 5 of you viewers. We appreciate you. We love you so very, very much. Thank you for always tuning in, and you can check us out next Wednesday at 9 p.m. And that's our time, guys. We love you.
Sorry. I'm out.
Oh, Lord. Bye.